What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Alex and I hope you all have been doing well and have been finding some cool stuff during this time. Today's video I wanted to kind of just go over my most recent haul, which has been freaking nuts for me this week because I've gotten so lucky this past week, it's not even funny. And stay tuned because you're definitely gonna want to see this stuff. So it all started off earlier in the week. I talked to my good friend and he lets me know that they're getting dump bins at Walmart. So I go out there to the nearest Walmart by my house. I talk to one of the team leads there and she tells me like, yeah, we do have 2 dump bins in the back, but we're not gonna bring them out until inventory is done, which is gonna be next week. So I'm like, all right, cool. Went ahead and leave because I don't like to bug people too much, so I left. So I go back the following day and lo and behold, they're bringing out the 2 dump bins. So I brought something with me to return, so I'm returning it. And as I'm leaving customer service, I look out in the front area and there she is along with like 3 other employees there putting out the dump bins with like 18 cases closed. There was already somebody there going through the stuff with the employees, so I joined in and I was able to, you know, snag some stuff up. But instead of telling you guys what I got, I'm just gonna show you. Okay, so here's the full haul from this week. Let's get started on this side. Alright, so 2 super treasure hunts I found at Walmart by my house. And along with that, I took a bunch of Skylines, but don't get mad because I did leave a crap ton of them there for everybody else. I only took like maybe about 15 to 20% of what they had there. And I took a few Civics as well. And the guy who I was with was snagging up all the treasure hunts. And I ended up just taking 3 of them, which I don't really collect too much of, but I wanted to get them just in case. So I grabbed some treasure hunts. And then I think that was it. So that was my first hit at Walmart, was all this stuff. And I think I got rid of a few other Skylines I sold to my friends, and then some I gave to my brother, along with the Civics. And so that was that. The next Walmart I hit was out of town, and when I was getting there, they were just bringing the dump bin out. This was the following day. They were just bringing the dump bin out, and as the employee was taking the cover off of it, I noticed that all the boxes had been cracked in the back. I know this because I went there the night before to see if they were going to bring it out, and they didn't. So the next day when the one of the employees brought it out, I noticed all the cases had been cracked open and flattened back like they were never touched. The employee there let me go through them, and I noticed that they only had cracked about half of them and the other half were still sealed. So with that being said, I grabbed the only super treasure hunt that I could find there, which was the Mercedes again. And I took like 2 or 3 Skylines, and then also about 2 or 3 Civics as well. But there I found 3 of the Cars chases, and I also took these 3 Accords for my friend because he had been looking for them. And then I found one of my first NASCAR chases, the Liquid Chase. And these can be kind of challenging to determine whether or not they're a chase. You really have to be familiar with these castings and know what to look for. With this one, I noticed the paint was a little bit different. It has kind of like a holographic type of shine to it. And in the back, it'll tell you like which one to look for, which in this case is the King's Hawaiian Rolls chase piece. And this is exactly it. So that was that haul at the other Walmart. And then lastly, this morning I go to Target by my house, and I got there just on time because the employee had brought out the cart, and on the cart it had a sealed 72 count. I asked him if it was cool if I go through it. He was totally cool with it. So in there, I cracked the top open first, right? So as I'm going through the top, I pulled the Skylines because I know more people that want the Skylines that I'm gonna hook up with. I pulled the treasure hunt on the top. So when I saw the treasure hunt on the top, I was thinking to myself, man, there's definitely not gonna be a super in there because I've never found a case that had a treasure hunt and a super treasure hunt in it. I've only found cases that either had the treasure hunt or the super treasure hunt. So when I saw this, I was like, all right, that's cool. So I took it too. And I turned it over to crack the other side open, And as I'm turning it over and I crack it open, the first thing I see is this red paint just glimmering in my face. So I'm like, holy crap. So I pull this too. And this was all this morning at my Target by my house. That's crazy because this was my first time that I pull a Super in the same case as the Treasure Hunt. And they only had one case there, so I really got lucky with that. That's pretty much my haul from this week. It's definitely one of my luckiest weeks that I've had. So I'm curious to know how everybody else's week is going. So in the comments down below, will you drop what you found most recently or your most recent success in hauls? Other things that have been going on in my life, my brother wanted me to do some wheel swaps for him. So I went ahead and took the wheels off this Porsche and threw them onto that Porsche. And it came out really good. Definitely brings it out more. Yeah, it's definitely nice. Aside from that Porsche, he also wanted me to do something with this Volkswagen, so I threw some wheels on it. And it looks 10 times better. And I also wheel swapped a red Civic EG, but it's in the garage, and I'm actually gonna hook up my friend that bought the other cars from me, so I'm gonna throw that in there with him too. And a while back I went ahead and wheel swapped the red EK Target Civic, and this thing just came out really good. Alright guys, that concludes this video. Like I said, this was just kind of a brief update just to show you my most recent haul and success this week. It's been great, and I hope the luck continues to carry on into next week, but you never know. It could just be a hit or miss, and it's all up to just basically luck. One last thing I wanted to do is that provide all my viewers with an opportunity to check out my reds, and let me know if there's any of these cars that you want, and I'll ship them out to you for a pretty good deal. These are the remainder of my reds, and if you want to just take close note of them, the only one I will say that has damage that I know of is this truck. If you see the blisters cracked, I don't know, maybe I'll open that one up or something, but that truck is cracked. It's a Dodge Power Wagon. Then I have the Bone Shaker, the ZR1 convertible, the C8R Corvette C7R, the Viper SRT10 ACR, 56 Ford F100, 76 Greenwood Corvette, and then I have a Tesla Model Y, Donut Drifter, Gotta Go, the Batista, Cadillac, Toyota van, Mustang, Land Cruiser, and Trail Boss, the Commando, the McLaren, the Charger Drift, and the Cadillac. And lastly, on this side I have the Indy 500 car. Yeah, so if there's any cars you like in here, just hit me up and we'll get something going. As I mentioned before, please drop in the comments down below what your most recent success story has been, or most recent successful haul, and I'm curious, so please do that. So that'll wrap up today's video, and until the next time, I'll see you then.